Well, tonight, protesters are gathering in Biddeford, Maine, after a federal immigration agent shot and killed a 26-year-old man from Colombia who was authorized to work in the U.S. It is now the second shooting in a week here in the U.S. at the hands of ICE, and we're learning that the man was not actually the target. WBZ's Louisa Moeller is in Biddeford, Maine, with the latest.
Surveillance video inside a Biddeford, Maine home captured the sound of gunshots.
I heard 4 distinct gunshots, and then I heard a man between ages 30 and 40 say, "Move your car."
A white car circling, 3 individuals telling an individual in the car, do not get out of the car, after their shots had already been fired.
As crime scene tape went up and local and federal law enforcement gathered at the scene, news quickly spread that the morning shooting involved ICE. The Maine office of the Attorney General reporting ICE was conducting an operation related to a person who had a final order of removal when the subject attempted to flee in a vehicle in the direction of officers and was fatally shot by an agent. But according to the Associated Press, Maine Senator Angus King had a conversation with the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, who said the person killed was not the intended target of the investigation. King said agents were also not wearing body cameras.
The term the Secretary used was weaponize the vehicle. He was shot by an ICE agent.
A neighbor told us he's a 26-year-old delivery driver from Colombia with a wife and toddler daughter.
He was 26 years old. Yeah, but he wasn't a bad person, you know.
How are you feeling right now?
Now, like, I can't believe it, you know, because that wasn't. I was just waking up, you know.
The shooting galvanized protesters to the city. By the afternoon, a tow truck prepared to take a white car with its driver's side window smashed and another white SUV. And protesters said they were preparing for a vigil at night.
And we have thugs walking around with guns in our community. This is to be expected.
This is 2 deaths, 2 ICE shootings in a week. You know, I think they have federal immunity, so they can kill with impunity, and nobody's going to hold them responsible.
One woman told us the lasting memory of this will be seeing a wife rush to her wounded husband.
And she felt the need to run out into the street and into the arms of danger so that she could be close to the spirit of her husband.
Now, Maine politicians across the aisle are calling for a full and impartial investigation, but Senator King added he wants input from the state. In Biddeford, Maine, I'm Louisa Moeller, WBZ News.
Our team coverage continues tonight with Brandon Truitt, is also in Biddeford, Maine. A lot going on there, Brandon.
Yeah, David, this is a town of about 22,000 people, and tonight they find themselves really thrust in the national spotlight in the debate over immigration enforcement. Thousands of people have gathered here, just about a 5-minute walk from where Louisa was, for this vigil that in a lot of ways turned into a rally. We're not going to zoom in here because some of the signs just aren't fit for television, but I will show you some video that we had earlier of when people were walking through the streets of this community, carrying signs, singing, and chanting as well in unity here. But there was a call for action. Those gathered want the officer to be identified. They want accountability for this shooting, they say, and they want Maine's Attorney General to independently investigate this shooting separately from the federal government. Obviously, people are incredibly emotional over what's happened in the last 13 hours, but people who came out today say they feared something like this would happen here.
ICE has been transgressing all of our constitutional protections, our Bill of Rights, and it is extremely important under this administration to assert our rights and to defend and protect those who have come to the country. I'm tired. I'm tired of this. And I don't like seeing people that are trying to create a family and a life in our country being killed for just driving a car.
There were a group of protesters who gathered in support of ICE just on the other side of the street from where this rally and vigil was held. They held flags of Trump 2028, American flags with President Trump's face on them as well, and chanted back and forth between the two groups. Things grew tense here. Police have done a good job of keeping the sides separated here. We're working on getting that video cleared enough for air. We'll have that in a conversation with one of those people coming up at WBZ News at 11. We're live in Biddeford, Maine. Brandon Truitt, WBZ News.
All right, Brandon, thank you.